Today I'm going to show you around and take you for a drive in our Citroen C3 1.2 Picasso PureTech. I think it's an edition. But first I want to tell you about, we've just reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which you probably think, well, a big deal, so what? But if you're going to buy a car off us, it probably means a lot to you, certainly in the future. This car has come off one of our YouTube subscribers. His auntie was giving up drivers and he just wanted to sell it. They rang me for some advice, or live chatted me for some advice, and we ended up doing a deal and bringing it in. And it's a really beautiful car. Now, it's a good deal in as far as when we buy cars, we have to, well, we don't often go to the auction, but we use traders and we pay them commission. So we've given slightly more than this for this than we should have done, but probably still less than it would have cost us if we bought it from a trader or an auction. So everybody wins. Plus the fact is that we're selling more and more cars through YouTube as well. So if we do that, YouTube costs us nothing, whereas advertising with the normal platforms, it probably costs £100 a week at least to advertise a car. So that's the reason you should be interested in our YouTube success. And if you are, please like and subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date with our cars and what's for sale and what's coming in the future. Now, I'll just tell you a little bit about this one. It's a Citroen C3 Picasso 1.2 PureTech edition. It's the 5-door, it's a 1200cc obviously, 2016 on a 66 plate, and it's one owner from new with very low mileage, 6,573 miles. And in those 6,573 miles, it's had 3 services at the main dealer. You just don't get cars like this. The fuel economy. Urban is 44.1. Extra urban is 67.3. Combined is 56.5. 0 to 60 time of 11.8 seconds. A top speed of 116 miles per hour. Out of a 110 brake horsepower, 12 valve, 3-cylinder engine. So I'll just show you around it. On the front here we've got the nice chrome Citroen grille, chrome surrounds, headlamps, and also the front fogs there. Really beautiful car. This kind of wraparound windscreen here so you can see all, you've got a great view. The A-pillar there, which normally obstructs quite a wide angle. The closer you sit to the steering wheel, the less you can see going out at a 45-degree angle, so that makes it really good. It's a good all-round view. We've got the black door mirrors, the roof bars here, the black window surround, matte black kind of vinyl wrap there, door protectors, multi-spoke alloy wheels. It's just like it's come out of the showroom, this car. It's not been cleaned. This is just as the customer dropped it off yesterday. On the back here we've got rear wash wipe, tinted windows, again the chrome finish on the badges, the addition, the black bumper with reversing sensors, electric boot release which is just under there, nice flat load area, so ideal for dogs or lifting stuff in anyway, split rear seat, rear load cover here. You've also got, I have to be careful with this because I've got my finger stuck in here before and I was holding my camera so I couldn't get it out. So there you go, you've got a little sort of underfloor storage there. That's nice and handy. I'll just show you in the back. Plenty of room in the back. Doesn't look like it's been sat in, although I suspect it has. And the reason I suspect it has is the child locks were on. Now it could be that, or it could be that the person we bought it off, who does watch us on YouTube all the time, set it as a trap. Now, doesn't look like you got me here, but I've got to tell you, you did before. I was stuck in the back here, both doors were locked, and I had to lean over to let myself out. So if that was your plan, good one. Apart from that, we've got, there you go, we just put the headrests up there, plenty of room on the back seat, nice and comfortable high back, high headrest for an adult, or you can have them down there for a child. You've also got the Isofix anchor points for child seats to go in the back here. It's a really beautiful car in the back, and you've got here, which unplugs from the roof, another third inertia reel seat belt. So really nice car, and that's a handy idea as well. The buckle is held up by what appears to be a magnet. Airbags in the B pillar here, nice chrome finish on the handles. The seats cut out there where your knees would be, so it gives you just that bit of extra room, and kind of a magazine flap here. Rear over mats. This car is absolutely beautiful. I'll just take you for a ride in it. This is a beautiful little car. As you can see there, we've got 2 keys. One of them's probably never been out of the drawer at home. We've got a proper ignition lock. There we go. And while I remember, let me just see if I can find it. Should have done this before. There we go. So height and reach adjustable steering wheel. It's belonged to a lady. She's given up driving now, and as I was saying before, her nephew watches us on YouTube and contacted us, and we jumped at the chance of buying this. The car is absolutely mint. These cars just don't come up. So if you're watching, you've got a car to sell and it's a nice one. We only buy nice ones. We don't want to fall out with anybody. So if it's a nice one, give us a shout, or if you can go on GG Cars, go to our part exchange page, put your registration number and mileage, and you'll get a rough idea of how much it's worth. And there's also a link to We Buy Any Car, just so as you can check that if we do buy it, we're offering you a fair price. Now, when I say cars like this don't come up very often, it's mint. The steering wheel looks like it's just come off the transporter, so does all the inside, so does the outside. But this is what I like to see. And again, the lad watches our YouTube. One thing that winds me up is service books not being stamped. The first thing he said when he came in is, the service book's stamped, and the stamps are in the right position, and they've all got dates on. So he'd already checked. He obviously didn't want to listen to me moan again at his expense. So right, here we go. We're in the light there. So 28th of 9th, 2017, at 2,472 miles, Robinson Day. And then 17th of 10th, 2018, 4,987, again Robinson Day. Over the page here, 3rd of September 2019, 6,423 miles, Robinson Day, Liverpool, full history. And it's only done 6,582 miles now. This car is a bargain, but when I was saying about YouTube before and having 10,000 subscribers, well, you've no idea how fantastic it feels for 10,000 people to subscribe and for 500,000 people to be watching your videos every month. It's a massive thing to me, but what's also massive is that we can pay the customers back. I'll set off driving here, so at least you get an idea while you're listening to me. We can pay the customers back, and the reason we can pay the customers back is because, as I said before, our Auto Trader bill about 12 months ago was somewhere near £4,000, £3,500 to £4,000, I think. And because we're kind of semi-retiring or we're too busy. We can't get enough nice cars to sell. We don't want to work any harder or any longer hours than we already do. So we decided to go the opposite way and slow down. Everybody else is trying to get bigger. We're trying to slow down. Now, we've cut our Auto Trader spend down, and I'm Auto Trader's biggest advocate. Don't get me wrong, Auto Trader I think are fantastic. They bring us customers from all over the country and even abroad. So we've had customers as far as Australia, New Zealand, and Kazakhstan. Somebody came from Gibraltar a few weeks ago. So that's absolutely fantastic. However, when we're on Auto Trader, it means we're competing with other people. Other people aren't, and other dealers and other privates aren't necessarily as honest as we are. So we only like to sell good cars. Some people will sell anything, what I would call auction fodder, and to be fair, in other cases, scrapyard fodder. There's cars coming back on the road that are write-offs. Auto Trader now has a relevance search. Unfortunately, we're not doing very well in that relevance search. I don't know why. We try to make our adverts as best as possible, do as many pictures and a proper video, and only sell good cars with proper service history. But for instance, we've got the cleanest Jaguar in the world, or nearly, and perhaps a bit of an exaggeration. But as far as relevance goes, it's not showing up. I think it's on page 2 or 3, and some cars before us are write-offs. Now, how can that be relevant? So the point is that we're competing with people who are selling write-offs, and they're coming before us, sadly. On YouTube, we've had phone calls where as soon as I put a video out, we get regular followers, and some of them have been looking for a car for ages and waiting for one to come in. And as soon as you put the video out, the phone goes, and we've sold the car before we've even advertised it. Now, if we can do that in future, not only if we buy cars off you, we can give you a better price than you'd get anywhere else. As I say, we're not greedy. We're trying to retire. We can buy better cars to sell again. And because there's no advertising cost, because there's no middleman costs of us paying traders or commissions or so on, we can afford to sell the cars cheaper. No advertising cost, no other middlemen fees, and we can sell proper cars, really, really good ones like this, at the same price as other people are selling also rans. So please bear that in mind. Please like and subscribe. We've also got an affiliates page with voucher codes. Talk about a weaver bird there. So, oh dear, she's too busy dancing, I think, I'm not sure where the safest place is to be here with this lady in front. I think she's probably the world's worst driver. Anyway, back to the car. So car's mint, 6,500 miles. She is the world's worst driver. Ah dear. It has reversing sensors, alloy wheels. It's beautiful inside, has these built-up seats, the brushed aluminium door handles and gear surround. Also got the trims here. You've got this kind of checker plate inset to the dash. Everything is just like it. As I say, I've sold new cars throughout a long period of my sales career, and this is just like brand new. Just like absolute brand new. Drives like new. It's got the little buzz from the 3-cylinder engine, which is quite good. It's half a V6. We've got CD radio. It's got Bluetooth, Bluetooth hands-free. We've also got audio streaming, Bluetooth audio streaming. So anything on your phone you can listen to through the radio. It's a good sound system. It's a nice thick steering wheel here, well padded, and you've got the perforated leather here which finishes it off. Also the brushed aluminium effect which matches all the other trims. It's got contrast black bumpers, front and rear, nice chrome finish on the grille, around the headlights, around the fog lights, the rear lights. It's a lovely looking car, and it's also got power folding mirrors. I don't think it'll work. normally they don't work when you're doing 68 mile an hour. But there you go. So power folding door mirrors, knock them across, and you can also, there you go. He wasn't going to let me out no matter what happened. Fellow Citroen driver there. And Citroens are such good cars now. The old, one of my top performing videos is one of the old Citroen C3 Picasso, quite the old one. Now I used to love them, they used to sell great. The only thing with them is that the indicator stalk used to go and it was 183 quid, and then about 2 hours to fit it, you'd take the steering wheel off. So although they were great cars, sometimes they used to cost you a bit. But touch wood or brushed aluminium, we have very few problems with these new Citroens, probably less than we have with BMWs and Mercedes-Benz. And perhaps you'll think that's an exaggeration, but honestly, they're great sellers. We love them, and I can thoroughly recommend this vehicle. You've got different things like there you go, a little cubbyhole there. We've got 2 cup holders here, 2 power sockets. I mean, to be fair, they think of everything, and I do like this. I do like this idea, the nice front end. It's good visibility all round. It's really, really super. Oh, actually, of course I forgot that. On the right hand side here we've got audio controls, I think it is, although that's switched off. And on the left, big problem with cars these days, for reasons best known to themselves, designers like to hide the most fiddly controls and how to use controls behind the 2:45 position. So when we pull up here, if the lights don't turn to green, I'll show you this control down here. Ah, there we go. So we turn that, that's the speed limiter. We turn, there's a thumb wheel on this control here. Turn it down, it's a speed limiter, and you can set the speed limiter. I don't like speed limiters. If you do happen to get in trouble and you need to accelerate and you're at the speed limit, you can't do anything. So I prefer cruise control where you can override it. I honestly, I don't know why speed limiters are a thing. They just seem dangerous to me, a bit like stop start. That's stupid. Electronic handbrakes, all that sort of gear. Right, sorry, just do that. So we've got set there, set plus, set minus. That thumb wheel there, that's to switch it on and off, and I assume if you click the end, that'll be resume. This side we've got the audio controls, we've got wipers there and indicators on the left. Likes a couple of lanes to himself. Oh yeah, brilliant. So he come from the 3rd lane where he should have been going up the motorway. Can stay in that lane. Citroen power. Oh, now got to pull up quickly. Road rage, Baz, don't do it. Just say no. So here we go. On the right hand side here we've got electric windows. So there's the electric door mirrors. Flick that over. There you go. Just a nice buzzy sound from the Citroen engine. 50 miles an hour there. Oh, going a bit too fast. It's just lovely car to drive. As I say, you wouldn't get a better car than this if you bought a new one. We'll give this. I use this road to check the suspension and just load the front wheels and the steering, and there's going to be nothing wrong with this. So the lady who it belonged to was absolutely lovely. And to be honest, these days with family values which seem to be going out of the window, her nephew did all the dealing for her, and again, very polite dealing with us. We get some people coming in and we just I put the phone down on somebody this morning. I just didn't want to talk to him, didn't want him as a customer, didn't want to deal with him anymore. We're too busy. And it's mostly not because I'm ignorant and don't like dealing with customers. It's because the way people talk to us. And whereas if you work in a dealership, you've got to swallow your pride and keep trying to deal them. John and myself, we're too old. We're too old to put up with any crap. And we get lots of people coming in, and you know, we don't make the prices up really. We have a certain scope, but mostly you work towards trader prices, what you can sell them for, and then work backwards these days. In the old days, you had a glasses guide, you looked at it under the desk, that's how much it said. You allowed that money and put your markup on. It's all changed now. People are, because we're competing on Auto Trader with other people who aren't selling good cars, but because people search cheapest first, then your car is on the third or fourth page, because it's not the cheapest, it's the best. And there's a saying in the motor trade, nice cars aren't cheap and cheap cars aren't nice. That's kind of how we work. We were hoping that the Auto Trader relevance search would work, but at this moment in time they're obviously tweaking it and it doesn't seem to be working for us. But we'll persevere. But fortunately we have this YouTube market which I've been working on for 10 years and is finally starting to pay fruit or pay dividends, and let's just hope it continues. Great car, absolutely nothing wrong with this car. 3 services in 6,500 miles. I also noted on the windscreen there it's Guard X on the paintwork and so on. No doubt the dealership will have got her to do the interior as well, and all the other stuff that dealerships do, and people who are proud of the car gladly pay for, rightly or wrongly. And so lovely car. I'm going to pull up, I'll show you how to pair your mobile, delete a mobile, and also stream audio, and catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please remember, like and subscribe. It means an awful lot to us, and honestly I can't believe 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I can't believe 10,000 people would want to watch me drive a car. So thanks again, thanks very much for that.